everyone. I have to remember what my setup is here. So I'm just like getting everything sorted. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Hello and welcome back to the show. It's episode 260. It's good to see you all. I hope you've all been well. Sorry, yeah, there was a bit of a hiatus. I need to sort myself out, but yeah, we're doing all right. We're okay. We're here. We're streaming. We've got so many games to talk about, and yes, we are live from the US of A, hence the different location, and it's light and it's Friday, so yes, I have every Friday off now, so that is nice. So we should be able to chill, have a good time, and chat about things. So let me see what's going on the show today. Played a lot of video games. Also excited to show you my time from Fright Night last week, and me and Imogen did watch Hocus Pocus before I left for the US. So those are going to be the main touch points here today. But let's say hello to people in the chat, because it's been like forever. We got Robert Wall saying hello. Oh, I haven't got my little where is it? Boop. There we go. Now it feels good. Oh, we're orange again here. Interesting. Normally we're red here. Or we're like this green colour that I enjoy. But we're not green today. KRP TV says, hello Lucy, long time no see. I've salvaged my pumpkins as well, so we can still be somewhat spooky, as we missed the spookiness last week. Marwan says, hi Lucy, hi all. Jamie saying live from the US, hello. Terrence is saying, hello Lucy. Ian saying hi. Fabio saying hi. Ghost of Yote Platinum in the bag. Very good. I was working on mine today, but I got stuck in a mission that was super long, and I was like, I need to get ready. Shouldn't have started this mission. Dusty, thank you so much for being a member for 33 months. I appreciate it. Chris J is also saying, hiya, hi. I thought, I had to read this comment because it is. You are correct. Hey, happy N7 day, folks. My name's Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite podcast on the Citadel YouTubes. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say. Yes, happy N7 day. I don't know, do they do anything for N7 day? I think I've spoken about this before. Terrence, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months. Appreciate it. I don't like these days. I feel like everyone's jumping on the day bandwagon. Like it was Fallout Day 2 weeks ago or so. Last of Us Day. I like when it's organic and it's just like, okay, but I don't even know if N7 Day is organic. It's just because it's named N7. It's just on November 7th. But yeah, these days are too much. Also, do let me know if any of the technical stuff sounds a bit weird. I've set up the microphone on top of a mug. So that's how high-tech it is over here. We've got it sitting on a mug, hopefully. And also this mic is a bit different to the one I normally use. But I've been doing some research. I might see if I can pick up a different mic in the Black Friday sales. So that'll be exciting. We're going to get a bit of a tech upgrade here, hopefully. Let me just move myself in a bit. I just couldn't remember how I have this all laid out when I'm here. Daniel is saying, hi. He's saying here in Sweden we have days for certain sweets, buns, chocolate cakes and so on. It's strange. That sounds nice. I would want that. Sounds good. I am glad to hear it. Well, I'm going to start off with a mystery drink, because here is the land of mystery drinks. There's always a different drink happening. So, first, the drink. It's normally a Mountain Dew or something, because they never stop pumping out the flavour. So I imagine that's what this is going to be. But like, I've done the show here a fair few times, and there's always something new. So let's unravel. Who could it be now? Who could it be? It is Mountain Dew. Oh, it's a zero sugar Mountain Dew. Cherry lemon. What is this? A trolley? Mountain Dew trolley flavour. Am I being trolled by Mountain Dew? Is that what this is? But cherry lemon sounds interesting. But yes, someone has, you know how it goes when we're over here, Daniel. You know how it is. We of course do have a vessel to put the mystery drink, and this one, oh look, yeah, it was here in the background, is this guy. I don't think we've done this guy before. The skeleton on the surfboard. This one's pretty cool. He's got his little board shorts on. I'm guessing he would actually be lying like this as he goes around, but this was from Santa Cruz, and it felt like, I'm still going to pretend that we're just going to do Halloween today. So that's why I was like, I got to pick a skeleton for Halloween. So let's fill this guy up. Another bloody vase, says Dusty. These are glasses, all right. I mean, or tiki mugs even. Trolley, ain't that some kind of candy? Is it? Oh, this smells like the UK folks. You'll know what this is. You will know the smell. Fruit salads. You know, sweet fruit salad. It smells like a fruit salad. I haven't eaten a fruit salad in forever. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't go out of my way to buy fruit salads. They feel like old people sweets, but in a sense, like not like old people eat them. It's just older people from the olden days ate them. And so I'm always a bit like, they didn't really have, I suppose, things were different back in the day. You know, you had to make do with what you did. We didn't have all the crazy sweet creations we have now. So, all right. 260, we're back. Boop. Let's have a go. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. It's very sweet. You can really taste the flavors. Like you get the lemon first and then the cherry hits you afterwards. But it is a bit like a fruit salad. All right, we'll pop this guy up here so we can all see him staring at us in the background. So I guess this is the part of the show where I ask you how the devil are you all doing? It's been so long. So please pop your highlights and lowlights of the week or anything in the last 2 weeks. And I would love to read them. We need to catch up. We're having a good old fashioned catch up here. So what have I been doing? Here's my low light, everybody. I can't believe it. Do I have the picture? I don't think I have the picture ready. Or do I have the picture ready? Do I have a picture ready here? Where's my... That's the wrong picture. I got egged. Can you believe this? I do have the picture because I was in a state of shock that this happened to me. I mean, it could have just been a bird that flew overhead. This happened 2 weeks ago, my egging incident. But I've never been egged before. But I was walking to meet my sister. That was the worst part as well. I was walking to go out. Don't you hate when something happens to you when you're on your way out? I hadn't even made it. I was walking and I felt this crack by my foot and this splat. And I was like, what the hell is that? It doesn't look like bird poo. This looks weird. And then I was like, actually, it kind of looks eggy. But then I looked around and I couldn't see anybody. There was like no one in the vicinity. But the egging happened. Oh, there we go. Right. Have I got my screen capture? Oh, it was a drive-by fruiting, as she would say. Oh, no sound. Fabulous. That was probably a good. You could see me, but you couldn't hear me. Very. Andrew, I can see you, but I can't hear you. Anyway, quick recap. This is yellow. This is grim. I think this is eggshell. It was all a bit nasty and a bit gloopy. So then I had to go to the toilets and wash it off in the disabled toilet. I had to like get my shoe off, hike my leg up onto the flipping thing and try and like wash my jeans. Like I just literally just dumped water in it. Then I was using the hand soap to try and get it off because I had to meet my family. And so yeah. That was gross. So I don't know if there was youths hiding in the bushes because I looked around. I couldn't see anybody laughing. I also don't feel like I was near a tree. So I don't feel like like, but maybe it was windy. Maybe an egg just came out of a tree and hit me. I don't know. Or even more bizarrely, maybe a bird, laid its egg while flying, which I don't think they can do, but it did feel like it was like, bam, next to me. So I got egged. What a story. But that's probably my main low light to tell you this week. Damn, I knew a sound thing would happen. Are those new Lizard Wizard posters? Are they? Maybe. I can't remember. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm going through the trophies. Highlights of the month for me. Sad face. What's going on? We'll have to wait for that. Daniel says highlight platinums for Battlefield 6, Ghost of Yotei, Silent Hill F, and nearly Goat Simulator 3 as well. You've been doing the business, Daniel. Congrats, well done. Marwin says highlight, I got prescribed medical cannabis. Nice. I still have to get permission from my employer. Okay, interesting. You must live in America somewhere, I guess. Okay, you do think it looks like... Because I was like, it's not bird poo. Yeah, bird poo wouldn't have yellow in it. Did someone target you or just throw an egg and it happened to you? No idea. I have no idea where the egg came from. What happened first, the egging or the egg? No clue. KRP TV says, highlight for this week is I've broken up from work for a week. Oh, lovely. I love you say broken up. And lowlight is my bed broke. Highlights from the past few weeks include winning a charity quiz, and lowlights include having a nasty eye infection. No. A mixed bag here, but two broken things. The government is in shutdown in the US. They are resolving it by throwing eggs. Well, this actually happened in London. I got egged in London. Terrible. Oh, sorry, the comments have jumped. Jamie says, highlight, locking it down, Lucy being back. Thank you very much. All of the indie and members streams as well as the members hangout last month. Yes, that was big. And completing the Outworlds 2. I need to get on that. Definitely, I want to play. How was it? What's your quick review? I guess it must be good if it's in your highlights. Lola, I've been ill and off for the last month, and the GTA 6 delay. How did I not put... I mean, there's nothing to really say about the GTA 6 delay, to be quite honest. Like, at this point, we're already waiting. What's more time to wait, I suppose? Like, what am I be doing next November? I don't know. But it's so funny. It's like no game in the history has ever, like, had this much, like everyone's like... of course, everyone was waiting for GTA 5, but I don't really remember it being like this. I remember there was the announcement, and that was fun. And then it kind of just was like, ow. Maybe it got delayed once, but I kind of just remember like, but the hype now for GTA 6 feels like, palatable. Like everyone's waiting for it, and then it's delayed, and then it happens again, and then it's delayed. It's like, boy, one day. And I just worry, will it come out and it's not what people, not just what people want, but do people expect more? Like the hype is so much now. Will it meet everyone's expectations? Hopefully it will. Ian O'Grant says, Lock It Down with Lucy is back as a highlight. Thank you very much. Increased my movie score collection and got 4 new games. Outer Worlds 2, No Man's Sky, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, and Dragon Age Inquisition. Very nice. But lowlight, bust my head open at work today. How'd you end up doing that, Ian O'Grant? Well, make sure you rest your head. But congrats on your new collection of games. Yeah, Outer Worlds 2 coming up again here. I gotta find some time on my schedule. I don't know if I'm gonna make Resident Evil 8 this year, just because time is running out. I don't know when I'm gonna fit it in. Chris J says I like Ghost of Yotei Platinum. Very good. New phone and a lot of great music. Nice. And congrats on your new phone. Hopefully it went well for you. The moving over. Robert Ward says highlight, I won Corey's Halloween challenge and got my 225th platinum in Outer Wilds. Hopefully I've been saying Outer Worlds, not Outer Wilds, because those are very, the names are very similar and very interchangeable. And got my 10,000th trophy with the platinum in Baldur's Gate 3. Great to have you and Lock It Down Lucy back. Thank you so much. And congrats. Some big highlights going on there. Got a shout out to, how do we say this? Sorry if I messed your name. Is it Acute M iPad? Welcome. Thanks for being part of the XP zone. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for being here. Or have I got to get rid of that? Do I do this? And then it pops up. Yay! Congrats. Thanks so much. I appreciate you joining. It's very kind of you. Dusty says highlight. Cyberpunk Platinum Shiny and 100% on PS5. Very good. Lowlight GTA 6 delayed again until November 2026. You know, I kind of almost prefer this because May doesn't feel like the time. You know, November feels like you're winding down to the end of the year. And imagine playing GTA 6 over Christmas. Like, you've got the whole week off, hopefully. You got some good long weekends at least. That's a good time to play. November. Did they say when in November? Was it the 16th or something? I can't quite remember. I have to check my calendar. But everyone who's booked time off work in May is obviously now going to have to like change their time off. Because I was going to book the day off probably in May to play the game. Because that's a day oneer for me. Like, absolutely. I think it's a day oneer for a lot of people. But I kind of like it. You know, it's Black Friday. Maybe, you know, maybe that just works out better for everyone. Perhaps, I don't know. Also, think about it this way, like, we're all grown-ass adults now, which, you know, sucks to be us, but maybe it's also good. But then also, what I'm about to say doesn't really ring true, but, you know, when I was a kid, I'd get GTA for Christmas. And so now, if I was a kid, I wouldn't have to wait until Christmas very long. But I'm also not a kid, so this is a null and void point that I don't even have to worry about, because I could just do whatever I want. I had to remind my dad the other day, when we were, I was at my house, he was like, all right, Lucy, do you need to go to the toilet? And I was like, Dad, I'm almost a 35-year-old woman. I have a mortgage and my own flat. I know how to monitor my own toilet needs. Thank you very much. I think you forget sometimes. I mean, I do present quite young sometimes, which, you know, I don't know. But I have to remind myself as well this. But do remind me if I have to take a drink of water or go to the toilet as well, because, you know, I might forget when I get so excited about video games. Highlights as well. Almost got the shiny for Coffee Talk and enjoying Dispatch. It's cool. Locking it down with Lucy is BACK. Boom. I enjoy that. That's a fun. Thank you so much. Thanks for being back. I realised as well my comms are really bad today, and I apologise for that. Also, I feel like I just feel kind of tired. It was sync week this week. I did the double sync week, so I was out like every day, going to the office, meeting everyone here, and so today I'm like, don't have to wake up super early. So I'm also, I spent most of the week talking to people. There was a social last night that was very loud, so I feel like I've got a bit of the like shout. Like I had to do some. I was shouting a lot last night. So yeah. Lowlight GTA 6 delay again, says Chris Jane. Yeah. Terrence says 2 weeks without any streams. Lowlight work as well, but highlight lock it down. Lucy is back. Guess who's back? Back. Maybe I should have started that. Back again. Lucy's back. I do feel refreshed, so thanks for bearing with me. I needed to take a step away. I needed to feel less busy, and I just like when I can like put something together that I feel like is fun for you guys. I don't really like when I feel too tired, and you know, I mentioned it before, like I was just feeling a bit, I guess, burnt out. So having some time away and recuperating has helped. And then I was excited. I was like, yes, got the day off. I can get everything ready. So yeah, thank you. I haven't caught the show for a month. Oh, as I missed the last show before you left for America. I see. Maybe it was the sim getting revenge via the egging. Now, is this naughty that I did this, everybody? Maybe a little bit, but I think it's valid. There was when I was in my flat, and it was the weekend, and I was doing something. There was a flat viewing. I heard them come. They came at the door, and they walked around, and I was like, you know what? They need to. I mean, it sounded okay, but I also wanted to make sure that they understood what they were getting into, and like, you know, the sound levels. So I pretended to have a fake conversation on the phone. Look, they have to know because I will be on the phone. So I pretended to be talking to Imogen on the phone, and then I did my hoovering because I need to hoover the flat that day. That was kind of what I was doing. I was doing my final tidies, and then I flushed the toilet. I just wanted them to know, like, I'm living my life. I'm not being extreme. I wasn't putting on music, having a house party or anything. I was just doing my day to day. So, but I guess the hoovering was maybe a little egregious. But I was cleaning. That was the activity. I mean, maybe I didn't have to do it that very second, but it was on my list, my to-do list. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Indy says hi, Lucy, and chat. Hello. I feel like I've lived a lifetime since GTA 5 came out. I know, tell me about it. People have been born in that time. People are teenagers now. The hype for GTA 6 is so big because it's been 12 years exactly. Do RE8 for Halloween next year instead. RE9 is coming out in February 2026. What? I didn't know it was that soon. I actually know nothing about Resident Evil 6. Sometimes I'm just so out of the loop. And I don't even know why. Because, I go on the internet and talk about video games, but I have actually no idea. Like, I don't know. What do I do when I'm not doing anything? I don't know if I ever not do anything. I don't really keep up to... I guess maybe ever since I stopped using Twitter as much and Facebook and stuff like that, I guess I just dropped off of, like, my news feed. And I don't look anywhere. I don't really look anywhere for news anymore. Like, I used to religiously wake up in the morning before I went to college and, like, always go on IGN. And then now I never do that. Like, I never, like, seek the news. I just kind of, like, turn up here and you guys tell me. You're my news feed, everybody. Thank you for keeping me informed of what's going on in the world. Because I don't know. I'm on the treadmill of life. I'm just like, just going. So, I mean, I do want to play it. But there's just so many things I want to play. And I want to wrap up, so we'll see. I mean, I suppose I don't have to play Resident Evil 9 immediately, but we will see. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. I'm just scrolling down the chat. You've turned into the Sim. I've seen myself become the villain. Neo 3. Yes, Neo 3 is what I'm looking forward to next year as well. Oh, I think I missed your Lowlight. Where? Oh, hang on. Sometimes the chat, like, thinks... Because, well, I guess I am behind. And sometimes it jumps when I do so. Oh, yeah, I have missed a bunch of things here. Sorry about that. Robert Watts says, I've been having nightmares this week for some reason, so sleep has been problematic. Burnout with gaming after the Halloween challenge. Take a breather. Hopefully, find something else and you'll be back. That's the thing with games. They don't... Like, that's why I never understood the mentality. Like, I get some people that really like to, like, be on it and play the next thing. I always just take my time because, nothing's going anywhere. I also don't feel like you have to be on the pulse as much anymore unless you really want to be. Like, before, when I would, like, see my friends more often or go to work... I remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out and it was the talk of the office. Like, everyone would come in, everyone was talking about it, and I was like, I felt like I had to, like, be playing it. Same with, like, TV shows and stuff. Like, if you didn't watch that week's Game of Thrones, everyone was talking about it Monday morning or whatever, and everyone, like, I would log onto Twitter and I'd see, like, in the morning everyone talking about Game of Thrones, and I didn't watch it, so I was just like, I don't know. Like, I was, like, a hardcore Twitter user back in the day. Like, I was always on it. That was, like, the first app I would look at to see what was going on. But now I don't think you have to be as worried about that stuff anymore, because if I watch, so let's say I watched Game of Thrones, like, this weekend or whatever, I feel like I could get that sense of maybe community by going to Reddit and reading about things. Obviously, I'd have to be mindful of spoilers, but I don't feel like I have to be on the pulse because I can just talk to the people when I need to or look up things when I need to. Does that make sense? So I'm always just like taking it at my own pace. I'll play the things when I'm ready to play them. And I just mute things if I don't want to see spoilers. Like, they released, what was it? Like a 5-minute clip of Stranger Things. And I'm, like, on the fence about whether I want to watch it or not. Because, I mean, I do because I want to be in the conversation. But I'm not having a conversation with anybody, to be quite honest. I just want to be in the mental conversation. But I don't, because I'm like, I can just wait to watch the episode. So maybe I'll just mute the Stranger Things Reddit thread and be done with it. I guess I also don't get much news on Reddit anymore because I've turned off suggestions. So I live in my little echo chamber where I'm like, only tell me when someone posts in the busted Reddit, okay? So yeah, that's my little tangent about that. I feel like I did already see a spoiler about the Stranger Things thing, so I might just watch it. But anyway, Robert Moore, I hope you're able to sleep better. Maybe, do some, like, calming things. I was doing some journaling, as I said before I came out here. Like, I would listen to... my Doctor, so I love the Doctor Who playlist. Of course, I love Doctor Who, and that's like my calming music. So I would put that on, and I would just journal to that for a bit to try and, like, get all the thoughts that are in your mind out of your mind and onto paper. Because when you, like, go to bed and you're like, it's all thinking. I feel like if you get it out and put it there, you don't have to think about it anymore. You've, like, freed up some CPU, you've freed up some RAM in your brain, because it's like, I don't need to think about it anymore because I put it to paper. And I can read the paper tomorrow. Like, if you're worried about something you've got to do the next day, like, put the to-do list down And then you don't have to think, because I guess you're always thinking because you're trying to remember, like, oh, don't forget, I got to do this tomorrow, I got to do that tomorrow. But when you put it on the paper, then it's like, you've saved it. You've saved the thoughts to a hard copy. Anyway, good luck, Robert War. I hope you enjoyed that tangent. Locking It Down with Lucy is the return of Lucy's stream, says Fabio. Highlight number 2, new haircut, nice. Ugh, don't like my haircut at the moment. What is this bit? I don't like it. I did say it the other day. Someone was like, it looks the same. And I was like, I think it looks like trash. Just looks like it's there. Highlight 3, I'm 2 trophies away to get the Crash Bandicoot Plat and Lowlight a week and a half with Storms. Congrats on your 3 highlights. And yeah, Storms. Thankfully here there's not as much storms. I was a bit worried about when I'm flying. Like, am I going to fly back in a storm like the UK's always having a bleeding storm? Oh yes, another highlight is Locking It Down with Lucy. I've missed your stream. Well, thanks guys. Thanks. I've missed it too. I've missed it as well, feeling like this, feeling like I've got things to talk about. Like I gotta, like when things are busy and I'm like, but now I'm like, I've played so many games, I can't wait to chat about it later. GTA 6 delay, says Daniel, gives me more time to platinum GTA 5. Is that that's the meme, right? Hello. Quick review here. Jamie says, quick review of Outer Worlds 2. It's basically the Outer Worlds 1, just improved basically. But what's the story? Are the quests good? I guess if you like the first one, I suppose it is. It is pretty much the same. Okay. I'm scrolling down to see what people have said. Thanks, Lucy. I've started not gaming so late and trying to have more of a break before I try to sleep. Yeah, maybe that's what you need. Just like having like a bedtime routine or a wind down activity. Like before I left to come here, I was watching a lot of self-help things because I was like, I need to just like plan my own boundaries, try and do whatever I can do to try and make, things better. So find out, maybe look some things up, see what works for you and try lots of things. I think as we get older and more things, you need to have the routine maybe of whatever it is you do to chill. Corey says, my highlight, got my 275th platinum on a game called Wolfenstein 2. No biggie in that Wolfenstein 2. Just a little humble brag there. Congratulations. That's a good one to have under your belt. Nice work with that. Everyone as well got big platinum numbers in the channel. You guys are doing well over there. I've got a few platinums lined up that I'm hoping to get soon. Get back on the old treadmill. Chris J says, it's been so long that I can barely remember season 4 of Stranger Things. I feel you. There was one episode as well that I just straight up fell asleep during, and I just couldn't be asked to watch it back. So I don't know what happened. That's the thing. I don't even know if I want to watch Stranger Things each week. I kind of just might wait for it all to come out. I don't care. Like, who's gonna? Let's say, who am I gonna talk about it with? You guys are the only people I would, and you guys may not have even watched it. Like, I'm not talking to anybody else about anything. That says I'm always like a year or two behind when it comes to playing the biggest games. Just strolling on through whatever I'm playing, and I'll get there eventually. Exactly. Lucy, bonus highlight, I got season 1 to 4 of Doctor Who on Blu-ray set. Now, don't you mean series, Robert War? Come on now, we are British. Unless you did get season 1 to 4, which would be the classic William Hartnell, or you would have got season 1 and 2, which have been the Disney era of Doctor Who. Not to confuse things for anyone else who is also confused. But yeah, in other highlights, Doctor Who's coming back. The Land Between Land and Sea is on in December, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward. I'll be back home then, so I can watch that with my brother. But yeah, I don't know how Doctor Who is returning, but there will be a Christmas special next year. I am led to believe, so that's exciting. But man, I'm just sad that Shooty left. I loved Shooty. He was so good, but I am obviously very happy that Doctor Who, it must always continue. It must always continue. Oh yeah. No, I'm not. I just mean, like, is it not just fun to play, but is the world still intriguing? Is kind of what I'm after, because I liked the side quests in that game. I liked the main quest. I thought, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, everybody. I'm playing Ghost of Yotei, and I do like it, but I kind of just don't care about the story. Is that bad? But to me, that's not like. I mean, I like it, but I'm not like invested. Like, I'm enjoying the combat so much. I really like Atsu. When I play a side mission, like I did a side mission, one of those Tales ones today, the sort of legendy things, I was like, that's really cool. But the main quest line, I'm kind of like, okay. it's just happening, but I'm still enjoying it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just kind of like a bit checked out, but I also like, there are other things where I'm playing, Meteor. I was playing The Last of Us Part 2 chronological mode with the sound off and watching the cutscenes because I'm unhinged. But I watched those cutscenes so often. I just kind of I wasn't in the mood for sound that day. I kind of enjoyed, there was like a nice silence here, and I kind of just wanted to sit in silence. So I was just watching Ellie, I'm pregnant. Well, you're a burden now, aren't you? Like, I just know how they say the line, so I was just reading it and just been like, Like, I could have skipped the cutscenes, but I just couldn't be asked. So, that's where I'm at in my life. KRPTV says, I just thought of another low light. Last week, my internet router died on us, and as a result, we went for 2 days without the internet. What the hell did you do for 2 days? That would be awful. Absolutely awful. Thank you, Rubber War. Good. Glad to hear this. Glad to hear you've rectified your ways. Chris J says, I don't like this new trend of waiting 3 to 4 years between seasons. You forget the plot. Look at like Better Call Saul. Is it Saul? Better Call Saul? House and so on. 1 year between seasons, top tier television. Yeah, it's a sad trend. It's kind of made me fall out of television, to be honest. I don't really watch television as much as I used to. I got my PlayStation a year ago this month. Oh my god, happy 1 year anniversary to your PlayStation. And I have earned 19 platinum since. It'll be Luther's birthday soon. Happy birthday, Luther. Happy birthday. Dusty says, new highlight Doctor Who Christmas special. Yes, in 2026. I mean, the Christmas specials can be a little hit and miss, to be quite honest. But, I'll take Doctor Who in any form. Daniel saying Ghost of Yote's side content better than Tsushima. Main quest not as good. Plus Tales with main characters better than the first. It's not the first time you say you don't care about the story in a game. Maybe it's just how you've become during the last couple of years. Yeah, I feel like if a story grabs me, it grabs me. And if it doesn't, I also feel like maybe I just sometimes play games to just switch my mind off. And I just really like the serenity of Ghost of Yote, apart from obviously all the murder. I like that. I like the combat. I like the traversal. I like Atsu. I like the wolf. I just don't know if I care about the Yote 6. Like, I don't know. I guess the plot is kind of like, I don't want to say generic, but it's like, there's 6 people, you hunt them down, you kill them. I must say, I do love all of Atsu's girl BFFs that she meets along the way. Like, she's always meeting like some badass other woman who they become like somewhat friends with, and I'm like, so I do enjoy that element. We meet someone new, and I'm like, girl, you got a good thing going on here. There was one time I was like, I sense chemistry between these two, and then it turned out they were family members. So yeah. Okay. I wouldn't say that was spoilers. There's always characters in these games that you meet along the way. Foxy Cat's here. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to see you. Right, I guess I'll go to my highlights then. Thank you for sharing. It's good to know you're all well. I guess I didn't really pour that much into this. So, my highlights, let me tell you how much I enjoyed the plane journey. I think I spoke about it when I did the show last time. But, oh my god, I could have sat on that plane for 2 more hours. It was fabulous. Like, I got there. I actually, 100%, no joke, sat on the plane. I hate using the term raw dog. But I didn't do anything for at least 3 to 4 hours. And I'm talking about, like, nothing. I just sat there, looked out the window, and I downloaded 2 albums. I listened to the brand new All Time Low album, Everyone's Talking, which I very much enjoyed. And then I listened to A Day to Remember, their album that came out this year, which I also really enjoyed. And I kind of just sat and listened, like, rather than having the music as background noise, I wanted to listen to the music. So I did that. That passed some time. I think I listened to another podcast and just looked out the window. I was like, I just want to do nothing. And I achieved that. And it was very, very nice. And then, did I do anything else? I didn't even watch a film. Like, the plane was 11 hours and I didn't watch a movie. I just didn't want to. Also, there was nothing good on it. There was nothing that was kind of appealing to me. Did I watch? I think I watched an episode of Doctor Who that I downloaded. But, yeah. I just enjoyed literally serenity, being disconnected, cut off, just being lazy. It was lovely. So that I enjoyed a lot. We're going to talk about Fright Fest in a sec, which was very fun. I've got a nice juicy clip of the week for you. And then, yeah, meeting everyone at Sync Week this week has been nice. Just meeting people across the pond in my team. So that's what's been going down. I've also been playing a lot of games. We're going to chat about that after clip of the week. So, last Friday, backstory. I went to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. It's not one of the biggest Six Flags. It's a smaller one, and it's fine. But they were doing a Fright Fest thing. So here is some footage from my time last Friday on Halloween visiting a theme park for Fright Nights. So please enjoy a clip of the week. 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 Ba 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 ba. Hello, we are approaching Fright Fest in Six Flags Discovery Kingdom as the night begins to turn from dusk to dark. We'll see what horrors await. I'm nervous about the scare mazes. We're kind of here just doing the scare mazes. Probably won't get much time for rides. The park's only open from 6 till 11. So we shall see. It's going to be rammed because it's Halloween. So let's go. We have arrived at the theme park. So far, the theming, I mean, the Joker ride is pretty.
Thank God.
Pretty good. But theming is pretty low. The map sucks. Another great Six Flags experience so far, but we have just arrived, so I am poo-pooing it. But we're looking forward to hopefully doing some scare mazes, maybe getting the rides. The rides aren't actually on a very long wait, so we'll see. But we'll check in later. For those wondering what my outfit is, I've just come as you can't really see. I've just come as a washed up millennial. So I do my Life is Strange t-shirt on. The fog here is nuts. I can't see anything. Midnight Mansion. The fog is pretty insane. Like, here is a scare spot and these, I guess, haunted seamen, weird phrasing, come out and boo you. Unless you're wearing a no boo thing, and then they don't get you. But yeah, look, there he is, harassing. Okay, we're heading to our first scare maze. I'm scared now. Oh no. Right, we're making our way through. Oh, why am I going first?
Oh man, there's someone in there.
No, there's definitely some. Wait, that's the exit. I'm scared I'm going to jump and drop my phone.
Oh no. Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh, great.
Aren't you hungry?
Oh, we ate thanks.
I made it all for you.
Oh, we had a big lunch. Oh God, thanks. No. Oh God, no! Is someone following us? Oh no, I think they're normal people.
Oh, look at that disgusting.
Ew. Oh God. Oh shit. I think the person's real.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
No.
Oh
no. Oh. Thanks, hello. What a job. Okay, first scare maze down. We survived. Oh my lord. Okay, that was a nice tame one to kick things off. You can't see anything, but I am here. Someone's waiting. We're in Dead Island. Oh wow. Oh wow, this is sick. this has got to be the... Having a good time here. Oh, wow, okay. Oh no, there's someone in the end here. Oh, okay. I'm too jumpy. Good lord. Oh god, I can't see shit. Oh my god. No. Wanna stay? Oh my god. You can't see anything. Thank you. Oh my god. It was short, but it was sweet. We're in a hotel.
Thank you.
I told you motels are freaky. No, he's not real. Oh my god.
Oh man, this is.
I'm too easy. Oh no, I shouldn't say that out loud. God, it's so hard to know who's real and who's not.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's a good clicker sound. Wait, wrong way.
Wrong way.
I like how the mission's also telling you to go the right way. Oh boy. There's a clown. It's a real life clown taking photos over here. You gotta look around every corner. Cause you never know what might jump out at you. Oh god, the fuck. Oh god! Why am I so bad at this?
This way, chicken. This
Oh,
way.
thank you.
If you're lost, then it's your fault for getting lost.
Thank you.
Enter. Don't die. It's bad for business.
Oh shit, this is cool.
Let's give them a big hand.
Oh wow. That's a real person. Oh, thank you.
Popcorn, we got popcorn, we got brains.
Yeah, you want that? Oh no. Let's get past that. Oh shit, this is a big one. Oh fuck. Oh, that's cool, they're using the theatre. Ah! Oh look. There we go, that wraps up our time at Six Flags. The scare mazes were pretty good, although they were a bit short, is the one thing I'd say. Also, the park could do with a bit of theming. It didn't really feel very Halloween-y. Now, there's a few small bits, but Europa Park definitely did Halloween bigger. But overall, fun night. We got here early, so we managed to get on everything pretty quickly. Managed to get a ride in as well. About the 8 o'clock time is where the park really started to get busy, and now the times the rides have gone up, so I'm just gonna go home now. But a fun Halloween, and they definitely do it big here in the US. So hopefully some of the scare mazes have got some good footage, so we shall see. But happy Halloween from me. Goodbye. So there you go. That was my time in the scare maze. That reminds me, there was the poll. Do you enjoy scare mazes? 3% say indifferent, 15% say yes, 29% say no, and 53% of you said have never done one. I do feel like it's a newer kind of thing that started to creep up over the past few years, but I enjoyed it. They were short, but now it makes me want to go to like Halloween horror nights, like the proper big ones that they do at Universal, because like they had a Fallout themed one where, you know, some people say sexy girl is part of it, and it's like, I was like, wow, that's cool, because they do like IP tied ones, but these were just like random sort of themes like the club and the hotel and whatnot. But yeah, imagine like walking around a vault from Fallout. That would be super cool. And I think as well, they have a lot more like theming and a lot more actors to jump out and scare you. So that would be cool. They also had a WWE one, which was a Bray Wyatt sort of like House of Horrors one, which I thought would have been cool. I'm sure that the lines for that, because the lines for this were quite short, because they had quite a quick throughput. It was going like you go through and just like, okay, because they're not very long. So that the WWE one would have been good, and I feel like there was another one that I felt would have been good. Like maybe next year they might do a Stranger Things one, seeing as it's the end of the show. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it. I mean, the scare mazes are like, they do get your adrenaline pumping. Like they are kind of. I think the thing is, people are jumping out and you know they're going to do it, but it's the ones where they do the double, where it's like, you know, you see something like, okay, and then someone gets you that you're not expecting. Like, oh my god, there was a woman right at the end who did this like really, I don't know how she was like, had loads of makeup, red eyes, and she was like, and I was like, oh my god, you look really good, and then just walked on, because the makeup was pretty good. So yeah, there was 5 there. And yeah, I thought they were pretty good, pretty fun. I like that you know that no one's gonna touch you, and I'm not gonna touch anybody else either. One of the flipping people that just work security made me jump. Like I was just walking around, he was just there, and he just went boom, and I went and I'm like, yeah, you're not supposed to make me jump. He's just worked there. But yeah, there was that one which was had the let the bodies hit the floor, that they were just playing like that kind of music, like the early 2000s sort of. What would you call that? Because they were playing that. They also did wow, that one. And I am stricken and can't let you go. That was one they were playing when I was walking around it. And I was like, woo! And that was like a vampire thing, I think that one was. So yeah, that was pretty good. The ride times were pretty low. New metal, thank you. I knew Christian knew you'd have the answer. So yeah, that was fun. If you're able to get on the rides, the line's pretty low. But also getting there early paid off, because we got there earlier. You had to like line up to get your bracelet to go to the scare mazes. So once we had done basically all of them, we came back to the front and we saw the line to get your bracelet was super long, and that's when the park really started to pick up. But yeah, overall pretty fun. You know what, I do like a scare maze, because nothing's going to be like, I think what I find scary is like gore and stuff like that, and that's not going to be really there. I don't like people like jumping and booing me, because I am quite jumpy, but when you put yourself in that situation, you kind of expect it, so it is kind of funny, the reaction that you just suddenly have naturally. Like I'm like, oh my god. So hopefully that was fun to watch, my experience. But the actual theming of the park in general was pretty bad, I must say. Robert Wall, you got me. You got me. But yeah, the theming was so poor. Like all they had was like the smoke, and also it was really hard to navigate. Like you turned up, the map on your phone was absolutely terrible, so it was really hard to locate where these scare mazes were. You just kind of had to walk through the park and like follow the areas of smoke, but there was no like skeletons really that were up. And you could also, if you wanted to be a bit of a wimp, you could buy something called a no boo like badge, and you could like wear this badge that flashed, and then so people that are walking around like the haunted seaman I don't know why I said that. Even like you could tell the club, I'm like, why did I not just call them pirates? Yeah, so if you're walking past them and you're wearing the no boo badge, they can't boo you. But yeah, also sometimes the fog was so incredibly thick you couldn't see anything, and people literally just came out of the shadows. Like that was pretty good. Yeah, I meant as in like men of the sea. I don't know why I didn't think pirates or sailors. Like, you know, my brain was obviously adult, but that's what I meant by that. Yeah, so I thought it was fun. Now I just want to do it bigger and better, I suppose. So maybe I should check. I wasn't really into them before, but you know, doing this experience I thought was fun. Also, I liked that they had like a blood bag of like the cocktails they had were in this like blood bag that you drank. That was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I thought it was fun for a couple of hours. But yeah, they didn't go too big. But I thought it was good. Yes, men of the sea as they're called. You know, they get on those ships and they're out there doing their thing. I saw a band called Goran Groff a couple of weeks ago, and they used so much fog you could barely see the musicians. Yeah, exactly. So maybe someday I will make it out to Halloween horrors. I'm actually saving the videos to watch because I want to see some of the walkthroughs of the mazes. But RKG, which I really enjoy, they always go Halloween Horror Nights. That they love it. So I'm wanting to see if they're going to do a video about their time because they enjoy it. Oh yeah, this is Ellie. What's a pirate's favorite letter? Ah, it's the C, of course. So yeah, that's my Halloween chat for you. I guess that's all I have to say. So we can move on to video games. Let me take a sip of my drink so we can talk about what I've been playing. It's quite nice, this. Quite a good drink. So, on Halloween itself, I felt like I had to... did you watch that video? I watched those people that went to it, but I didn't watch the full thing. I need to get back round to it. But I was speaking to my friend who is from Sweden, and she was telling me about it. So yeah, I, on Halloween, wanted to play something spooky, but I wanted to do like it as something simple-ish. Oh, what's this? What do pirates say on his 80th birthday? Our matey. I see. It's tenuous. I'll take it. So yeah, I've been wanting to play the Little Nightmares DLC for the first game for a long time, and of course Little Nightmares 3 came out recently to some mixed reviews, sadly. Like, I had a friend of mine who I might actually try and get to come on the show to talk about some video games, because they're a big video game person. She's from Stockholm. I might see her today, actually. I've got to check. We might be going out to the city. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, so I wanted to play something spooky, but something not a big commitment. Obviously Resident Evil 8 is a big commitment, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and get into the spooky vibe for the day. So I've been waiting on the Little Nightmares 1 DLC to come on sale for quite some time. I think it did, I don't know if it came on recently, but I feel like I bought it when it came on sale, and then I just never got round to it. Because one of the things, and I will do a video on this because this inspired me. It was like, the Little Nightmares, the first base game, no platinum, but it has a really difficult trophy in it where you've got to beat the game in kind of basically one sitting without dying. Well, I mean, you don't have to do it in one sitting. You just have to do it without dying. And it's also kind of a speed run as well. And it's a pretty tough, trophy, but with no platinum, you never know that I've completed the game. It just looks like an incomplete game. So I always kind of wanted to go back. So I did play finally the DLC, because each DLC bit was like, there was 3 trophy packs, and I think each one was like an hour and a half. I'm so sad that Little Nightmares 3 just hasn't really vibed. Like, I've not played it myself yet, so I don't know if anyone else in the chat has played it yet, but I've just heard some mixed reviews. It's not as good. But what I like about the Little Nightmares games is they are quite simple, but there's a lot going on underneath the surface, and it's one of those games that when I complete it, I want to go online and watch people talk about like some of the lore or whatever, because I don't want to spoil the DLC, but the DLC does tie into the main game. Like, you're going through some of the sections from the main game, you're interacting with some of the other things, and it makes sense to what's going on. But the controls are still a little strange in the first one. It's because they're not quite got it yet. But I do love the creepy atmosphere. I like the art style, how everything's kind of like weird. There's a lot of creepy things going on. Like, everyone's got like these distorted bodies, and you're just this little like, kid that's trying to navigate this world. They do have good checkpointing, I will say that. So when something's a little frustrating, as long as you get so far into it, you'll be okay. So managed to wrap up those trophies. Nothing too difficult there. I did follow a guide after a while because there were collectibles, so I was kind of like, I don't really want to have to replay the thing. I had to replay a little bit of it, but yeah, I thought it was good. And it was, the ending was pretty nice to be like, oh, so this happens because of this. Something got very dark here. The sun has gone in, and now it's got spookier. So I enjoyed doing that. What Dusty said, I couldn't get into Little Nightmares 1, but I kind of enjoyed Little Nightmares 2. Yeah, I did like Little Nightmares 2. I think I like the story of Little Nightmares 1. Also, there's always like a really good like twist that happens in them as well, which I think is like, because there's no words in the game, which is what I think as well is interesting about it. Like, they tell this story with just like, what's happening, or body gestures. Why can't I think of things? But it's kind of like, you know, things are just happening and you don't really know why, but you can just see how the characters are like, you know, interacting with each other. And there's like a big twist in Little Nightmares 2 that you're like, what? And then even at the end of Little Nightmares 1 or like towards the middle, there's like something like, pfft. There's always something that is gonna, you know, avert your expectation. Body language and gestures, thank you so much. So I do like that a lot. But yeah, I definitely want to play Little Nightmares 3. I might try and do it in co-op if I can, because that might make it a bit better. But it saddens me that it's not as good. But I do want to know what's going on in that world, because they all kind of somewhat tie into each other, and I want to know where this one sits in the whole story. So I did that. So I got 100% completion in that. Boom, which brought me to 80% completion overall, which is my highest completion on my profile. So that was good. I did start doing my cleanup in Indiana Jones, but I also can't be arsed with all the collectibles. I kind of just go around with the sound off and just find some of the bits. I'll probably will just end up looking at a guide for some of the other stuff, but I wanted to get as much as I could on my own merit before I have to turn to a guide. I am closing in on the Elden Ring Night Rain Platinum. Yes! My dream! My hopes of getting 100% in all the Souls games getting a little bit closer. All I have to do is beat a Night Lord with every single character, and there are 8 characters. And I'm worried about some of them because, you know, in Inner Souls games you have your, like, style. So I played Duchess. But some of the others I can, you know, transfer, like Wilder, not too bad. I suppose the Birdman I think I'll be okay with. But the magic people, I'm worried about playing as those little magic girls. Not good at magic. So we'll see. Hopefully my team can carry me when I do the magic people. But yeah, we just have to do that trophy. And then we got the platinum in that. Another one. Hopefully I can get that this month. That'll be good. What else on my list? I feel like I've been having a good chill and play. Yeah, so Indiana Jones, Night Rain really close. Oh, but I started a new game. When is Sekiro going to happen? I think I'm going to get around to it. Don't you worry. It's, you know, every game will have its time. Don't ask me about God of War. Maybe this will bring us. Oh God, yeah, Halo. Will you play? Yes, of course. I'm going to play Halo. I don't know what the trophies will be like, but I feel like I've got to. I enjoyed Gears of War. I completed Gears of War. I don't know if I talked about that. I mean, I've not got the platinum yet, but I've done the main story. So that was pretty fun. So I'm, you know, fingers crossed. I imagine the rest of them will come out. So that'll be a fun trilogy to go through. But yeah, I think I'll play Halo. I enjoy the gameplay of Destiny. I don't know if the story's any good or whatever, but I thought the gunplay was good. And you got to play, you know, it's like if you were on Xbox for all this time and then suddenly Uncharted came to Xbox. You'd have to play that, surely, or God of War. Like, you've got to play what the other side are doing. I did it to myself. What? Yeah, so, hang on. Yeah, play God of War. Yeah, alright, so I started playing Lego Voyagers. What? What's Lego Voyagers, I hear you say? Well, it's a cute little game. I saw this game. When did I see this game? I saw it quite close to its release, and I was like, this looks cute. It's just fun. It's chill. And it is better than Lego Horizons. So let's take a look. Come with me, and you'll see what the gameplay looks like. Here we are. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay. So this is Lego Voyagers. It is a game where you play as a Lego brick. It can be played in co-op, so I am playing it in co-op. I am the red brick, I think. Or am I the blue brick? I think I'm the red brick, yeah. And you are literally... So, now, I don't really know what the premise is, but it's a very cute puzzle game, but more environmental puzzle. Like, you are literally Lego bricks, and you are on an adventure. Like... So, I don't even know if I want to say what happens because I don't really even know, but also like, so it's kind of like a bit like the Teletubbies at the beginning. I don't know if that's a great, but you know, you live in a house and you come out of your house one day and something happens and you and your other Lego brick friend, you have this weird sort of like, you know, in a cartoon, there's characters and they have like their own house, like the red brick lives in the red house and the blue brick lives in the blue house, and they've clearly got some platonic relationship going on, I imagine, and they're just, you know, living their happy little life together, just as old friends. So something happens, and then you're now on this kind of like journey of discovery, I suppose. So you actually interact with the world as a Lego brick would interact. Like, you can click into the Lego and you can pick up the Lego, as you can see we're doing here, because you're like trying to, like, you know, cross over, like, so you're building bridges. Sometimes you actually have to build Lego things to like progress or complete like a puzzle or whatever. This is a really cute idea, and it feels really nice clicking in as Lego and doing a thing like you're rolling about. The one thing I don't like is you can press, I think it's circle, and your characters will say something, but they sound like minions. Like, they've got the little minion voices, and I'm like, what is this? Now, before you think this is a kid's game, so I started it up, and it is kind of, I think I'm the red brick. I'm the one being a doofus over here. It starts off very simplistic. Like, here, look, we're just building stairs, okay? And we're just trying to get from the ground to the top bit. You're picking up the Lego. It does, you can play it solo. Actually, can you play it solo? I think you can play it solo. I don't know. I should look that up. But the puzzles do get gradually harder. Like, even though it is a kid's game, I do wonder, like, I suppose you would be playing it with a sibling or something, trying to figure it out. But some of the puzzles are quite tough. Like, they do a lot of things where they'll give you a lot of Lego bricks. Like, you won't see it here because this is like the very beginning of the game. So it's very like they're giving you the Lego bricks you need. But some areas you go to, they give you like a bunch of Lego bricks, and you actually don't need all of them. Like, it's up to you to work out which Lego bricks you actually need to build or achieve whatever you're going to achieve. Like, we're so new in the game. That's why we're making nonsense going. We're not doing very well here. But there's some really nice like puzzle bits that when you do work it out, you're like, oh man. There's also some really nice like just, I'm going to say environmental trophies, kind of like environmental storytelling, but not that at all. It's just like you interact with something in the world and a trophy pops, and they're really cute. It's like, oh, I think I know what we're trying to do. We're trying to work out what you can and can't interact with here, because we were still new in the game. Like, it's like, can you go up here and do this or whatever? What's just environment versus what's like actually online. This is both couch co-op and online co-op, because both of you just see the screen like this, so you can play with a sibling, significant other, or across the pond with a friend. So yeah, the trophies the trophies are quite cool, because it makes you want to explore the environment around you. And like, because obviously I enjoy trophies, you're like looking at things, and because I don't want to look at the list. And also, there's good chapter select as well, so you won't miss anything. Anything you do miss, you can just go to chapter select and do it again. But I like looking at things and be like, oh, if we interact with that, would that be a trophy? And it's like, is it? No. A bit like It Takes Two or Split Fiction. Like, some things you'll get a trophy for just because you do something, and other things you won't. So, and it's like really good, like, you know, when you do something, it's like, oh, that was a trophy, yay! And you're like, oh, cool. So I'm enjoying it. There was a bit later on that I really liked, that, you know, and there's a lot of, it's kind of a bit like It Takes Two and Split Fiction, now I say it, because there's a few bits where you do have to like work together, like, you know, so, like some person will cross to the other side, but the other person can't cross yet. So, and you're trying to work out, oh, how do we both get onto the other side? Like, you know, now I've got here, and you're, you know, moving levers together and stuff like that. So I think if you have a co-op friend and you just want to chill out and chat, it's a nice just chill chat game. Maybe even put on some music. There's not really much to listen to. There's no words. There's just minion sounds. Meh, meh. And I'm like, the minions, they've done a lot of damage to the world. It's like, I like the first Despicable Me, but after that I feel like it's gone too much. Like, this is terrible gameplay footage that I'm showing you. You're not we were still trying to work out what we were doing. But yeah, I'd definitely say if you enjoy co-op games, this is one. Like, it is fun, and it does feel pretty good. It feels snappy, if you pardon the pun. And there's so many cute moments. Like, we've also been taking a lot of screenshots, because the other thing I've really got into is, you know, when you're on your welcome screen, look, Lego Voyagers. It just makes me smile, the game. It's just nice. It's just a nice game. Do your characters turn into bigger blocks? I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, because I don't 100% know. But look how beautiful it is. If you want to play a Lego game, this is the one to play. Not Lego Horizon Adventures. Like, Lego Horizon Adventures was really repetitive. I mean, like, you know, that feels more like a kid's game than this does. Like, the puzzles in this game do get, I wouldn't say tough, but it does feel like this is like building Lego. Like, if you like building Lego, you're going to build Lego in this, like, but you're just going to be doing it in the digital sense. And I'm not a big Lego builder person, so I'm just like, I guess this clicks here or whatever. Like, there was one bit where we had to like get ourselves over this big gap, and we ended up building like a slingshot. So we had to like get the bits, and then it was like, okay, you go in the slingshot, and then I'll go and do the lever, and then we let the lever go, and the person would go like, no, you've not made it yet. So then we'd have to like find more bits to like build the slingshot. It's like, are we, is our trajectory correct? Are we too far? Are we too close? Like, and there's loads of pieces to collect. So we're like collecting all these pieces, and be like, okay, I think this piece will be good, and this piece, like, so I do wonder, like, if you're a kid playing this, you've got to be Lego savvy, I think. Otherwise, I think you're going to struggle and be like, what? So that's my thoughts on this. Calmer than real Lego bricks? Perhaps. Maybe I am the blue one here. I think Lucy is the blue. Also, what I like is you can like click into the bricks, and then you kind of go, and you can like speed through the bricks, which is kind of fun. So if you're looking for something chill and you've got a friend to play with, I think this is nice. I will report back on Little Nightmares 3 when I can. Let's see. Fallout, thanks so much for gifting 5 memberships. That's very kind of you. Max Power, KV, Nothing But Jordan, 707, and Mark O'Shaughnessy. Welcome to the XP Zone. That's very kind of you, Fallout. You may enjoy all the bits and bobs there, which include some members' videos, if you so desire, including the latest one, which was what games and TV shows I would bring to the apocalypse. Also, if you do want to add a topic to it, you can fill out the form. We've only got 2 more topics left. So yeah, I think that's all I've got to show you on this, to be honest. It kind of carries, I mean, maybe, oh yeah, this is quite fun when you're doing that stuff. I should have maybe moved the footage along so you can see a bit more, like, there's lots of things to play with. Oh, look, and then we can connect together and build stuff. So there you have it. Lego Voyagers, if it so intrigues you. I think I've had my time with Lego games. The Skywalker Saga did it for me. Far too much busy work. Yeah, there's no collectibles in this one. It's just build, move on, and get a few random trophies along the way, which is nice. Blue, red, anybody? I love that that's like a thing that we all remember. Bloody blue, red. God damn those aliens. Sometimes, I am a bit of a AAA snob, as you guys know. But sometimes I will dip into the indie scene now and again, just poke my head in, see what's going down, and then come back out again. But what I do want to talk about before we move on from games, I wanted to give my final thoughts on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Dun! Da-dun. So, it took me 10 parts to complete this game. I have ruminated on it, I've mulled it over, and I wanted to share my final review of it. As you can see, I was very moody while playing the game. And I think for me, it just didn't click. Not because I think it's a bad game. I think it is a good game. I think it just wasn't for me. Like, I feel like we were just like, there was friction. Like, the way that I do stuff versus the way that this game wanted me to do stuff, we just didn't gel. It's like, we were the wrong Lego pieces, okay? It's like, that game was a Lego block and I was a Duplo block, and we didn't mesh. And I think that was a constant battle, because I just don't play games like that well. I felt very confused a lot of the time. Didn't really know where I was going or what I was supposed to do. The puzzles. I guess I just wanted my adventure game to be slightly different to what that was. But I do think they did the Indiana Jones like stuff really well. Obviously, he looks fantastic. The voice is fantastic. They've got all of the globe trotting correct. The annoying assistant. They got, the mystery. There is obviously some puzzles, some investigations, and the sense of adventure. And some of the cutscenes were really good. That, like, as I was playing it, I was saying, like, oh wow, this feels like something that would happen in an Indiana Jones movie, because I watched all of them before. Like, calamity just ensuing, and like things just sort of working out for Indy just by happenstance. Like, something. Oh no, it's hit the bag. Oh my god, we got out of that one. But I think just I wasn't prepared for the open world sandbox exploration parts. I do think the Vatican is a bad map. I know it now because I'm just familiar with it, so I couldn't get around. But I think as an introduction to the game, that map was super confusing to navigate. Like, I much preferred being in, is it Giza or Giza? I can't remember. Like, I feel like that should have been first, because it was easier to get a sense of where you were in the world, easier to walk around. But when you're walking around the Vatican, it's all like, buildings that you're navigating between. There's lots of doors, lots of just like segregated parts, and you're trying to like work out how everything connects. I think that should have come second, because once you've got like, oh, I understand how the game works now. I'm supposed to be finding things myself, investigating, using my map in my hand. You could kind of see where you're supposed to go, as well as like see it on the map. The Vatican was just super confusing to me until it took me some time to get used to it, and having to I will say as well, like, I complained about it a lot, but the stealth was atrocious. Like, I didn't like the combat. I didn't like stealthing. I didn't like punching people. I don't think I shot a single person, but I feel like the game didn't want me to shoot anyone. Like, I hate this false sense of being able to do something and not being able to do something. Like, there was dynamite in the game, and like, that was like, oh, that would be really fun, but you'd be punished. You're punished for using your gun, because you don't have enough bullets for a start, and you obviously alert everybody, and there's way too many people. And on one time I threw a dynamite, and it was fun for like 10 seconds, and then it kind of like, blew up in my face, no pun intended. So that didn't quite, vibe with me, how the game works. And like, the stealth stuff was like insane. Like, you would be hidden under something, and then there's someone would walk around, I think I see something, or I think I hear something. Like, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? I am lying on my stomach under a building right now in darkness. I can't see what's under the sofa over there from sitting up here. You'd have to be doing that to see if there was someone under it. Like, there were so many, like, the one that gets me the most, walking around that village in Giza, and I'm just walking like a normal person. The village is full of people also walking around. Someone from across the map. I think I hear something. Of course you hear something. We're in a busy marketplace. Why can you hear me? Video game logic. That was dumb to me. I get it. If you're in a quiet place and you're stealthing around, oh, what's that? You can't be saying that in a busy... Can you imagine playing Uncharted and he's walking in, what is it? They're in that Madagascar bit. And of course there's like people around, and you're walking in the marketplace, you're chatting to people, and there's like a bad guy across the... I think I hear something. You'd be like, that's so illusion breaking. So that annoyed me. But I did think, also, pet peeve of mine, the resolution of the game happening in a cutscene. Like, it's a tough one, because obviously there was a lot going on in that cutscene, but I suppose that's what the game... I don't know what else you would do, but I'm playing a game, I'm not watching the film, so that kind of was a bit like, oh, I feel a sense of like, I didn't do anything, I just watched things happen. The final boss fight was like, meh, but I feel like I'm dumping on the game a lot, but I just don't think it was for me, but I don't think it's a bad game, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sure lots of people love it. The snake bit was a highlight for me. That was pretty fun. They did the tension well. I liked any of the linear bits where it was like, forcing you to do some of the more treasure hunty, or where it was like a bit more obvious where to go. I also didn't I felt like the beginning of the game was like the tutorial. The tutorial was amazing, but that first Vatican section with the other bit, I don't think was great. I think that was a poor start. Confusing to navigate. The controls were a bit weird sometimes. I think we could have had a better map. But I probably will play the DLC. I do have it. So I'll, and I definitely felt like I got better at the game as I went along. Like, I kind of knew what I was doing a bit more. It is kind of different to anything else I would have normally played. Maybe that was as well. Like, it's not as like, I pick up, Ghost of Yotei, and it feels very familiar. I pick up some other game and, an RPG or whatever, and that feels familiar. This didn't feel like anything I'd played before. And maybe that's why, again, there was quite a learning curve. Like, I constantly pressed the wrong buttons. After a while, I kind of got into I need to think and solve things. And solving things myself was pretty fun. Like, when I was, reading the things, trying to sort out the codes. At first, I was in like, bull in a china shop, just want to get through the thing and do whatever. But then after a while, it's like, okay, the game wants you to take your time and, explore, investigate, like really, go through these open world sections at your own pace and like thoroughly check it out, and then you get funneled into story moment. But I guess I just didn't really want to do that. And then I had to be like, okay, let's take a step back, let's go and explore. Also, that Gina woman was well annoying. So yeah, those are my thoughts and feelings on Indiana Jones. But I'm hoping I'll get the platinum in it at least. So I think it's doable. I just hope things aren't glitched. So I don't really know, but people have said that. I don't think every game needs an epilogue per se. I think the actual ending, I thought was very Indiana Jones. Like the films do tend to always end as soon as the plot is resolved. Like, you know, what is it? Temple of Doom, they literally just go back to the place, hold up the idol, and then everyone's like, yeah, and then da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Same with, you know, Last Crusade. Oh, let's go home, Junior. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Like, I thought that was fine. I just feel like I want to feel like an active participant in the resolution and not have it handed to me. Although I suppose if I had to do something, I would have bitched about it and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And just like, I didn't like that. Maury, hello. I'm posting your thing this weekend at some point. I haven't got around to it yet, but I will do it. Bear with me. It will happen. I have not forgotten about you. So that's my final thoughts on Indiana Jones. But thank you so much to everyone who did watch along despite all the moodiness. I appreciate it. Hunk or Junk. Oh, what a highlight that was. Yeah, playing Hunk or Junk. Sorry, Indy's just not that into it, exactly. I guess I kind of was into the story. See, I was into the story, to be fair, more than I was or am Ghost of Yoto. Like, I thought the premise was pretty good, and it did feel true. That's why I feel like the gameplay just didn't click with me. But I felt like all the pieces were there. Like, I think it is a solid Indiana Jones game. Maybe it's, well, I'm not very good at first person. That's probably a big barrier to entry for me. If it was third person, maybe I would have loved it more. But obviously they're making the game that they want to play. Or they want to make. Also, I'm more of like a gun person or a sword person. Don't really tend to use my fists a lot. So that's another like thing I don't do much of. So I think there was a lot of just like things to get over with. Also, the buttons and stuff, like going up and down the... Sometimes I just couldn't get my hands correct, going up for the camera or down for the bandages. That weirded me out. I'm not sure you leveled enough on Indie as definitely made difference and upgrade skills. Yeah, I think you're right there as well. I think because I was just sort of mainlining and not doing as much exploring, I obviously didn't get all the bits that I probably needed. But that's on me. I also put this like arbitrary deadline. No, don't worry, because I actually did want to play it, and I would have got around and played it eventually anyway, because it was kind of like, oh, I was interested. I just didn't know. I didn't know much about the game. I didn't do much research. I was just like, oh, it's first-person Indiana Jones. So it was like a shock when I played it. I was like, oh, this is what the game is? But I am glad I tried it. And I guess it just goes to show, like, it was an honest experience. Hopefully you saw my raw, unfiltered thoughts, and... But I guess the main thing I'm trying to say, and hopefully it's come across, like, just because it didn't vibe with me, I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's the same about Last of Us Part 2. Like, a lot of people, I get a lot of shit for saying I don't like The Last of Us Part 2. But just because I don't like it, doesn't mean I don't respect it, doesn't mean I don't think it's a good game. I just didn't vibe with it. And I think that's okay. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, those games are shit and you should never play them. I definitely think you should play Indiana Jones. Like, I wouldn't tell anyone not to play it. And that's... I would say, like, look, if you like this and like that, play it. But if you don't like this and that, maybe it's not for you. The end. But I do enjoy playing Last of Us Part 2 with the sound off. So, you know, that's how I vibe with that. Yeah, and I think that's okay. I didn't like Last of Us. It was too bleak. And that's okay. Like, you know, life is bleak enough sometimes. You want to come home and you want to play something, feel good, not feel crap. And... I get, obviously, that is The Last of Us. It's, you know, bleak. I think, not to talk about Last of Us Part 2 all the time, but I think The Last of Us Part 1, what made it special is, yeah, things were shit, but there were points of levity that made it like, oh, man, it still felt like there were nice moments that I wanted to, you know, play again, or, you know, it helped balance, like, when those really heavy things happened, you're like, oh, God, that was a lot, but then there's also something, like, nice and sweet, like, Ellie, like, brought something nice, but... In part 2, there's barely any of that. Like Lev is like maybe a bit of that, but even Lev's a bit like beaten down by the world. Yeah, I just felt like it was just too heavy, and there wasn't enough. Like also like sweet moments, like even like the Left Behind DLC. Like yeah, their lives are shit, but they just get to go to the mall and be teenagers, and that's really sweet. But obviously they're dealing with like shit that they shouldn't have to do. Like they're talking about, you know, killing people or what happens when they die, which obviously isn't what teenagers do, but they're doing it in a setting that teenagers would do. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's you know, stuff like that I felt was missing from part 2. Also, it is very long. I vibed with Last of Us Part 2 more on my second playthrough. Agreed. Anyway, I talk about Last of Us Part 2 way too much. The well-known gameplay of Last of Us 2 was good, but just too bleak. First game mixed bleak and light better. Exactly. Marvin Man, hello. Right, whew, that was a big video game showdown here. The Last of Us Part 2 is not terrible, but the first one is better. I do not hate the second game. I prefer the first one. Yes. I feel like they do that a lot with games and movie series where the second one is darker and more goes wrong to build back up the third part. Exactly. Jcast says good morning. Good morning. I wish the platinum didn't require 1.5 playthroughs. Yes. Okay. One final thing to wrap up. I do want to talk about the movie Hocus Pocus. So me and Imogen did watch that when we played. Me and Imogen did watch it before we left, because she was like, "Oh, I haven't watched it in ages. Let's watch it." So we sat down. We watched Hocus Pocus. I hadn't watched it for a very long time, and I'd forgotten a lot about it, quite frankly, which was kind of funny. So let me think. How do I want to talk about this? I feel like we did used to watch it a lot as kids. Like you would put on Jacob. My wife loves Hocus Pocus. Like I feel like we watched it a lot, but then when we started watching the film, I couldn't remember it for the life of me. I don't remember if I've ever watched Hocus Pocus. Like so the movie starts and it's like in the past, and I was like, who the hell are these people? When did this happen? Like I totally enjoy Chris J. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. So yeah, it starts off in the past, and I guess spoiler hand, I suppose. I mean, it's a movie from 1993. Yeah, and I was like, I don't remember any of these characters. This is completely different to what I thought. Anyway, that happens, and then the 3 witches just get hanged. And I was like, this is a kid's film? How did I not remember this? And you see them, like, they've got their nooses on, their legs are, like, swinging in the air, and I was like, this is a lot. Literally, all I remembered from this film was they went trick-or-treating, and there was something about the witches being a bit, like, out of place, and then there was the I'll Put a Spell on You song. That happens, and then they fast forward to the today, which is 1994, where the teacher's talking about the witches or whatever that happens, and the camera pans to this kid. Now, I looked at this kid, and I was like, I don't remember this kid that's in this film, but I do remember there being like this older boy in the movie who was like, you know, too cool to take his little sister trick-or-treating. So I was waiting for this older boy who, you know, in my mind watching the film, I felt like he was like 17 or 18. He seemed super old in my memories. Then I realized, no, oh my god, this boy, he is the main character. And that was like mind-blowing to me, because clearly I watched this film when I was like 10 or something. So this boy, who I thought when I was a kid was like a grown-ass, like late teenager, like I can't tell you how weird and trippy that was. Like in my head he was like 18, but in this movie he looked like a baby. Suddenly that was so weird, because I remember thinking like, wow, those two are really old, because then he also meets up with this girl. Now I will say the girl still does look older than the boy. She does look like she must be like 20 playing. I can't remember how old they're supposed to be, but she does look like she's older. But that was super weird to be like, oh my god, I totally misremembered this film. Anyway, you know, calamity ensues as they always do, and he's like, oh, I'm not that into Halloween, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't want to do this stuff. Now, there's a lot of jokes in this film that went over my head as a kid. And watching it again, I was like, what the hell? Like, how how did this not register? I guess that's just like kid brain, you know. You don't know what people are talking about because you've got no touch points to these things. But like he goes to his room and like snuggles his pillow and it's like, oh, Alison, I can't wait to hug you or whatever. And I'm like, ew, is that what people do? Like, I've never done that, but I was like, oh god, this is very embarrassing for this boy. But then his sister is in the room and sees that, and I'm like, ew. Anyway, he's like beside with this girl who is in class, and then they go and they're gonna do. I guess he's gonna go to the witch's house or something because he doesn't believe in Halloween, and the witches are gonna come back if they light this candle, and they make this. So at the beginning, they do this flippant thing like, oh, we'll be back on Halloween Eve when a virgin lights the candle, blah, blah, blah. And it's all like witchy talk. You know, in the olden days, they would talk like that. Anyway, this actually tends to be like 100% true. So the boy, he's like, oh, you gotta light this candle, huh? He lights the candle and everything goes weird. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're a virgin. You've lit the candle. And I'm like, I don't remember any of this as a kid. Anyway, they never let this joke go. They are always shaming this boy for being a virgin throughout the entire film, all the way up to the end credits, to the point that I was like, I can't believe this. You can't do that. They're just like, huh. Like later, it was like, I can't believe. Like, and he was like, look, I lit the candle, and then the little sister's like, yeah, because he's a virgin. And I'm like, this poor kid. I also just feel like as a teenager playing this role, was he bullied? But I was just thinking about it. I was like, because clearly they never stop. I can't remember how old he was. Like, again, like I said, in my mind, he was too cool for everything. So he was like 17 or 18. I think he's maybe actually 15 or 16. I'm really not sure. The age is never specified, but they tend to take the piss out of him a lot. Like at one point, and I'm not even talking about the other characters like that are with him, the kid characters, the grown-ups are taking the piss out of him. Like they go and speak to this guy for help and he's like, you're a virgin? You lit the candle? Sucks to be you. I was like, yeah, maybe he is older, because I thought that was strange as well, the shaming if you're underage. So surely he must be 18, because in America, it's 18 to be able to do that, right? In the UK, it's 16. He just looks super young. Also, maybe I'm just old and people look young now. I don't know. I guess everyone under a certain age looks like a baby now. So I thought that was really weird and slightly uncomfortable, if I'm going to lie. Like, even the end credits come down and the two characters walk off, and, like, the whole plot is, like, there's another boy who died or became a cat and his sister died. And at the end, he's not a cat anymore and he's finally reunited with his sister, and they're walking off into the sunset. And it's like, oh, Emily, I'm so happy we can be together. The poshest American person I've ever heard in my life. I'm so happy we can be together. Can you believe I had to wait 300 years for some virgin to light a candle? Ha ha ha! Looney Tunes. Dun 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 dun. That's all, folks. I was like, right at the end, they're still gonna give this poor kid shit about this. Anyway, that was weird. So that happens, the witches come back, and this was the part I kind of remember the most, is when the witches come back, because it's been 300 years, and there's a lot of fun jokes about them not really knowing how to interact with the world, and I think that's the bit I always was looking forward to as a kid, because it's kind of funny. They don't know what a road is, like, oh my god, it's like some black river, and, you know, things are just happening like magic, and they're just sort of like, ooh. The witches are probably the best part of this. They're very funny. Book! However she would say it. But yeah, they were good fun. And then they get on a bus. This was also another bit that I was like, They get on a bus and she speaks to the bus driver and she's like, we desire children. And the bus driver's like, what are you lovely ladies doing out tonight? You desire children? Well, might take me a couple of tries, but I'm willing to try. And I'm like, ew. And then they get on the bus and then one of them sitting on his lap driving the bus, and I'm like, why is the bus driver such a creep? So that was kind of weird. Yeah, then they do the I'll Put a Spell on You thing, which is obviously a great song. Very, very catchy. I'll put a spell on you, and now you're mine. That was good. Talking Cat was fine CGI-wise. And then it kind of sort of wraps up. Like, I think it's kind of hard to explain, but I feel like all the adults are like, my interpretation is they all had a spell put on them to make them dance like forever, I think. And that's why the kids can just like run amok and they can't get any help from any of the grown-ups because every single grown-up in town went to this Halloween party. Also, why is everyone going into each other's houses in Halloween? That was also kind of weird. I was like, wow, people were way more trusting in the 90s, I guess. Like, they're just like, come in for Halloween and come get our snacks. And they just walk straight into the house and they're like, cool, see you later, and walk straight out. Obviously, there's classic bullies in it as well. So, yeah. There's just a lot of back and forth. The cat provides a lot of exposition. They are running around a lot trying to solve the thing. It's actually a very short film as well. It ended very quickly. I wasn't expecting that. And then, yeah, the guy, sort of the boy guy, he heroically, saves himself. He does have a bit of a thing with the... This is the thing. He likes this girl. They have zero chemistry. They barely interact with each other. In fact, I don't think they speak to each other again after this. Like, I saw no sparks. There was a bit where she just fell asleep in his arms and then they wake up. I mean, obviously it's a PG kids film. Nothing obviously is going to happen. But, like, literally they just felt like friends. I mean, maybe that's kind of cool. But they never sort of resolved that plot line. She was never like, okay, see you around, Max, or whatever his name was. It was just like, oh, we're here. She barely has any lines of dialogue either, to be quite honest. It's more Max and his sister that do a lot. Oh my god, they do befriend a zombie. I totally forgot about this as well. This zombie is friends with them and is also kind of chasing them. And then he finally is able to free his lips and he's like gross and smelly and he's like, I hate these witches. And he becomes, friends with them. And then they have a big battle at the graveyard. And then it's a race against time. And they banish the witches. Binks the cat, who's also Thackeray, dies, but also comes back as his ghost with thank you for saving me, and then they all go off in the sunset. The end of the movie. I can't believe I watched this as often as I did as a kid, apparently. Probably why I never watched it again. There was a second one. Don't think I'll end up watching that, to be quite honest. So final thoughts. It was strange. It was very strange watching it back. I think my favourite part of the movie was watching it back and realising how much I didn't quite remember of it, but knowing I used to watch it quite a lot. But I clearly stopped watching it from about 10 or 11 because it all went over my head. So, yeah, that's one of the few things I remember was the friendly zombie. Yeah, he does become friendly. So that's my thoughts on rewatching Hocus Pocus. And that brings us to the end of Locking It Down with Lucy 260, because I got to get ready to go out for the day. So we're stopping here. But thanks for returning. Thanks for being back. It's been good to chat. Been good to hang out. I feel like I've done a lot of talking, which feels kind of weird. I'd forgotten how much I talk for when I do this, just uninterrupted streams of consciousness based on topics that I've pre-planned for myself. It's like I run a show. So yeah, that's all. I shall be back next week Friday at the same time to talk about more things, hopefully. I'm going to see if maybe I can get a Waymo. And for those of you that don't know, a Waymo is the self-driving cars they have here. So maybe I will try and do that while I'm here during this trip. But thank you so much. Let us end of the poll. Which is, do you enjoy scare mazes? 2% say indifferent, 10% say yes, 29% say no, and 58% said never done one. And to that I say, next year, give it a try, because you might surprise yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the mods for being here. Thank you to the members, and thank you for giving me a little time to recuperate so I can be back in full force, because it's nice to be back properly and not feel the pressures of the world. So I can be, talk about things, and it's fun. I also feel like I do look really super tired. This is not the most flattering angle. I got to sort out my angles when I do the show here. Maybe I need to prop this up a bit, because I'm like, hey. So yeah, I'll figure that out. All right, I shall see you all next Friday. Have good weekends, and I shall see you in the future. This is Lucy, aka LudiXP, on Lock It Down Lucy, and I should go.